Hey guys, right here I have a 2005 BMW 523i. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. If you press and hold on the unlock button, you're able to roll down all four windows in the car simultaneously, and to roll them back up together, just press and hold on the lock button. To start this E60 523i, insert the key into the slot right here, put your foot on the brake, and then just twist the key like you would in a normal car. The steering wheel does move down to its last recorded position before the engine was turned off the previous time. The E60 5 Series uses a hydraulic rack and pinion power steering system. The 523i did come with a leather-wrapped steering wheel. The sole transmission option for the 523i in Malaysia was a ZF-sourced 6-speed automatic with sport mode and steptronic manual shifting. Front and rear parking sensors were standard across the range. Safety features on the 523i includes 8 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, dynamic stability control, dynamic traction control, and an immobilizer. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The 523i came standard with 16-inch trapezoid-style 134 alloy rims wrapped in 225/55 R16 tires. Ventilated disc brakes are present all around, and the suspension comprises of McPherson struts in front and a multi-link rear setup. E60 and E61 are the code names for the 5th generation BMW 5 Series. The former is for the saloon body style, while the latter is for the touring or estate body style. The E60 debuted in 2003, followed by the E61 in 2004. A facelift or lifecycle impulse, as BMW calls it, was introduced in 2007 before the range was replaced by the 6th generation 5 Series in 2010. The styling of the E60 and the E61 has been the subject of many debates up until today, as it was one of the most controversial BMW designs ever produced. It certainly did not look like any other BMW products of that generation or the generations before. While the E39 before the E60 had a more grown-up and mature look, the E60 features a more expressive and sportier design. This E60 is powered by BMW's N52B25, 2.5 litre, dual overhead cams, 24 valves, naturally aspirated inline-6 petrol engine with double Venos technology. This engine produces 174 horsepower at 5800 rpm and 230 Nm of torque at 3500 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 9.3 seconds, onto a top speed of 232 km per hour. Fuel tank capacity is 70 litres, and the combined fuel consumption for the 523i automatic is 9.3 litres per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 224 grams per kilometer, and the E60 is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the 523i includes automatic auto-leveling xenon headlights, automatic wipers, front and rear fog lights, front and rear parking sensors, indicators on the front fenders, body-colored door handles and side mirrors, and dual chrome exhaust pipes. You do have a speaker right here, together with some storage down below. Right here you do have your mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions. You do have your window lock right here, and this button allows you to raise or lower the rear sunshade. Right here, this lever allows you to adjust the brightness of the interior at night, and down below you do have some storage. BMW door sills for the front, and the driver's seat in this 523i does get full powered adjustments with all of your controls located right down there. You do have 2% memory as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. This 523i does have a dual zone automatic climate control system with all of the controls located right here. You do have a display located within the infotainment display itself. Now back to the physical controls, you do have your fan, speed, off button, air conditioning, automatic mode, recirculation, front and rear defrost, driver's side temperature with your rest mode, and your passenger side temperature with your maximum air conditioning button. Below the hazard light switch, you do have your central locking button. The 523i does have the BMW Business Radio CD player that features a 6.5-inch color display and 6 speakers for the sound system. Now the display right above is controlled using your set of controls located down the center console. You do have this knob that goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to left, scrolls to right, and clicks down for enter. Just below the knob, you do have your menu shortcut button. Now we are currently in your main menu. To go to your climate control menu, just click the knob to left, and right above you can select air distribution, automatic programs, and independent mode. Now click the knob down to go to the middle menu, and right here we do have your various air distribution options. To go back to the main menu, hit the menu button, and next up we do have your communications menu. To go to your communications menu, just click the knob up. Right above we can select telephone or BMW contact. We can obviously call a number, look at your phone book and all that if you do have a Bluetooth telephone connected. Now for your entertainment menu, just click the knob down, and right here we do have your FM, AM and CD. The sound system in this car is actually quite decent. To go to your onboard computer, just click the knob to the right. Right here we do have your onboard information with your computer, journey computer, speed limit options, and your stopwatch. Now if we push the knob down, once we are in the main menu, we can bring up a list of options where you can turn off the display, bring up your display settings, entertainment settings, vehicle settings, your service information, and your communication interface. And that's about it. Right down here you do have your CD player. The CD player is MP3 compatible, eject button for the CD player, your seat track buttons, and your volume and power knob. Down below you do have a bit of storage. This button allows you to turn off the vehicle's parking sensors or turn it on. And right here, this button, if you press it once, activates the dynamic traction control system and limits the dynamic stability control system. But if you press and hold on the button, it turns off the dynamic stability control system in full. And right here, you do have a bit of storage or an ashtray depending on what you use it for. This button is for your rear sunshade. On the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your seat track buttons. You can actually change what these two buttons do within the display itself. On the left spoke, you do have your volume controls, your on-hook off-hook button for the Bluetooth telephone system, as well as your voice control button. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls. If you locate the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can actually activate your automatic wipers. On the top left stalk, you do have your indicator controls. Check button allows you to bring up your check control menu to tell you whether there is anything wrong with the car, and hit the BC button to go through your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now you do have the range, average speed, average fuel consumption, turning the display off, and back to your range. The middle left stalk allows you to adjust your fully powered tilt and telescopic steering wheel. And on the bottom left stalk, you do have your cruise control stalk. Front center armrest with storage down below. Below this area, you do have more storage. Auto dimming, rear view mirror, and you do have your interior lights right above. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light. And the driver does get a grip handle. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have some storage down here together with an ashtray or more storage depending on what you use it for. Your window control is right there, and you do have rear sunshades for the rear windows. BMW door sills for the back as well. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is not much room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for leg room, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually not too bad back here. The seats are a bit hard for my liking, but they're still comfortable enough. You do have storage pockets on the front seat backs, rear aircon vents with a couple of power outlets down below. You do have a rear center armrest with cup holders and storage. And you do have your rear interior lights right above. You do have grip handles with hooks for both sides at the back as well. To open up the boot, go towards the boot lid itself and locate a touchpad right beneath the BMW badge. The boot in the E65 series measures 520 litres. Under the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tyre and jack. You do have sunshades for this side as well.
And you do have adjustable headrests front and rear. You do have the speaker right there with some storage down below, and your window control is right there. The front passenger seat does get full powered adjustments as well. It just loses out on the memory settings as found on the driver's side. You do have a storage pocket to the right of the front passenger footwell. Cup holders. You do have a lockable glove box. It is of a nice size. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with a light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2005 BMW 523i. Thanks for watching and goodbye.